Hello folks and welcome back to Sunless Skies. Last time, can't remember, it's been too long, it's been a week. I know I've written down last time, I've written down places I need to visit. I know that Carrion's up here somewhere northeast, so Carrion must be in that mess there. Hybros is south-southwest over there. The Lead Beach, excuse me, Lead Beach, something is west-northwest over there. So I might go to Port Prosper, because I need to pick up 2 barrels of ours. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to head over this way here. We're going to see if we can meet in this mess here. Find Carrion, which should be around over here somewhere. Port Prosper, Magdalene, see if we can find that Hybris place. Sorry, not Hybris. What's it called? It's called Leadbeater Stainrod Nature Reserve. There you go. I have Leadbeat Est NR here. Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Okay. Don't want to buy anything here. Let's find out. I know. I'm sure I've done the orders of no. I don't want to do that right now. But just in case. Camelus Yards Brass Raven. Damage 4, 650, heat 10. It's a machine gun. And anything else? Other weapons in here? There's the missile, but I can't really use that. There's the Grimmelkin, which I could use. Damage 15, 750, 25. So it does more damage for less heat at the same range. There's that one, which is as a machine gun. Yeah. Nah, I think we're okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to the westy-easty direction. Westy-easty? The westy-easty. The easty-westy direction. Up there. See if we can... So we're going to head over here. We're going to head up to Trippus... No, we're going to head down here. I just loop around. I want to go... It says northeast, so Carrion must be there. So I'm going to go down here, loop there, loop in there, and loop around. That's the plan. At which point we'll hit Port Prosper, etc., etc. I need to take 5 gourds of gourds of Chorus should be nectar over there as well, but so you need to do down. Reach Marauder or Tackety Scout? Tackety Scout. Whoa. It'll freeze up. There you go, thank you. Pair Tackety Scouts. I've not yet got to the point where I am attacking Tackety Scouts. Alright, okay, so... Port Avon's right there. Port Avon is right there. Do I know what... Because we can click there. So you sell bronzewoods, you sells. Oh, that's fantastic! You sell bronzewood, you sell bronzewood, you sell souls. So hours, you sell hours, you sell souls. Okay, cool. Does not sell that. Does not sell that. Does that. Okay, good. So that's figured out. I figured out what those exclamation marks was. I can click on them to find out what they're selling. Right, let's go find out what's in here at least. Quite possibly nothing. I'd rather get that filled in on my map. Hello. I don't think... Ooh, it doesn't even need assaying, it's just loot. It's just straight up loot. Some extra fuel. Okay, do you wanna... Yeah, because I do want to do the searching around here. It's vaguely important that I do that. It is vaguely important that I keep an eye on that. Is my phone on silent? It's on vibrate, that's fine. It'll do. It will do. It will do. Oop. So you're gonna hope there. I'll check that out. Okay. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's going to be in there somewhere. You gonna go around? We're gonna go around, apparently. Apparently we're gonna go around. I have so decided. These are the Barters of the Queen's March. First step in a long journey to Albion. Yes, yes, we know. Incautious driver. Is that... No, it's slightly different from the one I crashed into. A homestead. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. Here is an abandoned homestead, its roof sagged, its windows reached simply out of glass. For every settler that takes a life for themselves in the reach, another is lost. 90% chance of success for a search. You find bottles of home-made wine, home area of the cellar, pots of meat pickling under the soil by the doorstep, and salvageable tools in an overgrown shed. Modest treasures that could mean the difference between life and death if your fortunes turn. Fantastic. Nice. That's really good for us. Yay. Also, I like the idea that homestead is like, it's an island that's like kind of floating around or something. Okay. So I'm going to sneak in there and go in there. Hopefully it's the way to carry on. Or Carillon, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say carry on. I'm going to stop complaining about pronunciations and just say carry on and be done with it. Let's just follow down here first of all. Make sure I doubt there's anything here. It's just for my own peace of mind. I make sure that's the entire area here is cleared out. Snow whips your locomotive. Stoker's work double shifts at the boiler. Thankfully, that doesn't seem to have an actual effect on your fuel usage. An engine highlights glow like a ghost upon the icy mists. Right, let's go this way then, because I'm gonna guess there's nothing there. We're gonna go up this way. Achievements unlocked, Fortunes of War. What's that for? Upset the balance of the power in the reach. Oh, have we? Whoops. Unintentionally, I'm sure. Stunted Grove. I would have thought the devils to be living in a hot area. Carillon. They say a scourging is good for the soul. I prefer a spa. The princess's smile is bright. I guess we have found Carillon then. Nice. We have found Carillon, the city of the devils. I think it's the city of the devils from what I know. The Garden of Heaven, Achievement of Progress. I found 7 of the 11 cities. Which basically means that Pergerance, Lustrum, and Hybris must be the remaining ones. This peaceful Carmine institution was founded by devils from London, and dedicated to the betterment of the soul. Botheridge's A Tour of Heaven describes it as a cross between a spa, a sanatorium, and a purgatory. She commends its bracing airs. Anything in the shops, a bazaar. We need to drop Curse's Nectar off here, and they are selling unseasoned hours for cheap. That's good. We need 2 more of those. I'm actually going to I'll grab all 3 because they'll be useful. But that means that with that, I can go back and pay. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. The granaries I can buy. I can actually buy Curse's Nectar. I can buy infinite Curse's Nectar for 120 a pop. And you're. Okay. I sell. I'm going to sell one of my supplies just so I have the capacity to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yoink. Bazaar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yoink. So it's 1200. plus an additional otherworldly artifact. That's fine. The pressing devils take the devils of Carolyn are experimenting with a new penance involving close harmony singing. They request up to 5 grams of Curtis nectar, which is considered a panacea by opera singers and actors with extensive monologues. The presiding deviless takes your last gourd herself. Fabulous. We would hate the limitations of the penitent's vocal cords to obstruct their treatment. We prefer their confessions to be at least in tune. Nice. That was fantastic. Really useful. Well, that kind of... Hang on, I can just remove that. Nectar is no longer required, which means that my other nectar is just for selling. That was a 100% profit. I spent 600, got back 1200, so my total profit 600. Fine. Enter the Carrion's foyer. Grey stone, the colour of a monastery. Grey stone, the colour of a monastery. Attending devils and devilesses dressed in uniform, and an incoming parade of the sick, the friendless, the dying, and those who think their lives would be better if only they were something else. This is Carillon, where souls are refined into something more impressive. Go and speak to the presiding deviless. She's an artisan of souls. Perhaps she can do something with yours. Perhaps she'll just offer you advice. You can write a port report. The penitents come from all corners of the high wilderness. Someone will want to hear of their comings and goings. And ask about Sarge's stuff for the Rat Brigade. You are directed to the presiding deviless. Her record keeping is immaculate. If Sarge left something behind, she'll have made note. Visit the isolated office of an abstemious devil. We haven't got abstemious devil's commission, nor we have establishment 5. I'm not even sure why it lets us know what that is of a thing, because we've never even heard of the abstemious devil. So, anyway, we should write a port report. You take some notes of a pilgrim's journey through Carillon. The first port of call is a beehive-shaped office on the centre, or more accurately, the long queue leading into it. From there, the infernal attendants direct him to one of Carillon's 7 gardens to undergo penances. They certainly look penitent by the time they emerge. Presumably their souls are much improved. Not that you can tell. We shall ask about... So what was the... Is it... journal. They're a troublesome bunch. The brigade needs to get to Carillon to find the location of Sarge's vault. She glances up when you enter her office. On noticing the Rat Brigade, her eyebrow raises a fraction. We've never satisfactorily answered the question of rodent souls. How can I help you? She addresses you and ignores the rats. It transpires that the deviless is able to locate Sarge's file remarkably swiftly. She does not hand over the slim folder, but reads it in silence. There. I knew he'd specified something. That those who came looking for that which he entrusted to us must first undergo penance, to avoid a repetition of his mistakes. You will require a shift in perspective. That can be gained in the checkerboard garden. So we shall try to explore Carillon. Before you can take the first step towards one of the terraces, the devil blocks your way. Not yet, I'm afraid. You must have permission from the presiding deviless. Some of our procedures are exceedingly delicate. We need to be certain you comprehend what you're seeing. He turns you in the direction of the centre of the Carillon, so I'm sure she'll make time to see you. Well, yes, that's what we were going to do anyway. Go and speak to the presiding deviless. We were just in her office. The presiding deviless works in an office shaped like a beehive, a stone and wickerwork building that stands all alone in the middle of Carillon's central courtyard. She conducts intake interviews with new patients one by one. After a long time in line, you reach her at last. Greetings, Captain. How may we stretch, strain, purify, and strengthen you, now that you've come to Carillon? So purchase an indulgence, buy indulgences in bulk, provide exquisite insights. Such an... Anyway, we shall see... Anyway, sorry, oops, I went too far up. Her apron is starched, her dress pinstriped. There is a stack of patient files on her desk, color-coded. The corners of her mouth say she knows something to your disadvantage. Ask her about Carillon. She must get used to explaining, to newcomers and to those whose memories are attenuated by pain. We do whatever is necessary to reclaim unsatisfactory souls, she says. She sits back in her chair, and you can imagine her making just such a pitch to the princes of hell. We're humans, primarily, though we do attend to a few other creatures, somewhere elsewhere on the great chain. They come to us with souls that are stained, disused, and every kind of sordid condition, and we make them acceptable again. Most of those who come to us are volunteers. The rest are beyond the position of being able to volunteer, consigned to Carrion by their families or employers. And after a stay at Carrion, what then? One should not enter if one does not know how to leave. Most people go home again, she says. Well, she looks surprised. Some find that they are weary of their souls and pass them on to us. We operate on that slender profit, and on what we can get from donations, or from sales of penance and forgiveness. She looks at the blank page before her. Well, what about you? You look sturdy enough to make full use of our services. Are you afraid of needles? What is your view on worms? Which do you fear more, venoms or poisons? She takes down a page or two on all your least favourite things. Listen to a proposal and gain access to the terraces of Carrion. A welcome patient. Listen, she says. You are free to make use of Carrion. Take a penance or two, alter your soul. I think you'll find our services very imaginative. There's another matter I hope you'll look into. A devil in rose-coloured gloves. He used to supervise the Gaslight Terrace. He was removed from that position, but I fear he may still not be entirely aligned with the objectives of Carrion. If you find out anything about him, anything to his disadvantage, bring me the evidence and I will reward you. So... Right, so we shall return to the centre of Carrion. Very well. Come back if you have any other questions. Right, so... Carrion Centre. Travel around Carrion. Visit the Gaslight Terrace. Penance and enlightenment can be gained here. Try to enter the Bell Garden. The ascent is rocky. The sound of chimes is audible all the way down here. Unlocked when you have purification for the Bell Garden. Visit the Checkerboard Garden. I need a shift of perspective. Right, I need that for that quest over there. Visit the Garden of Insatiable Roses. Only penitents with stained souls may visit the Garden of Insatiable Roses. Penance success may be gained here. Visit the Sand Garden. You need a clear soul to be entered here. You need a flickering soul to enter there. I don't. It's part of the lore of Fallen London and stuff like that with demons in your souls. I've never really properly understood that. However, I need a shift of perspective, so that's a good place to start. It is reached by flight of wrong-sized steps. The rise is too steep and the flat's too narrow. The peasant shift of perspective can be gained here. Not a long journey, but by the time you come out into the plane of the checkerboard, your calves are hurting. The devils are playing tricolour chess with some penitents. White pieces, red pieces, pieces the colour of a flourishing wind. Around the edges of the board sit the patients who have already been captured, or who were never part of the game to begin with. Consider the rubbery man. Locked when assisting a rubbery penitent is... Assist the rubbery penitent by donating 5 shift of perspective, or 1 shift of perspective and 1 enlightenment. Okay, so gain... a shift of perspective. Those who name drop, who aim too high, who spend too much time in low company, who do not know their place, they wind up here. They have a 46% chance of getting a shift of perspective. I've gained more terror. The flourishing rook pretended to be a little-known cousin of the Empress. Until the penitent recovers from this inclination, she has a locked tongue to prevent so much as speaking the name of a superior. As for your punishment, it does not bear speaking of. The experience leaves your throat parched. A man in kingly robes wore ermine without being entitled to do so. As a corrective, he suffers consistent nightmares of having devolved into a lower creature, such as a fluke. The Red King denied the superiority of any non-human creature. For the penitent's own good, he has a locked tongue to prevent so much as speaking the name of a superior. The supervising devil is distracted by the play on the chessboard. As for your punishment, it does not bear speaking of the so parched. Okay, so I've got that now. Cure your curdled soul. Envy, frustration, a tendency to begrudge honours given to others. These are reasonable responses, aren't they? But this is what the devil's after to cure. Anyway, so... Okay, I've done enough here. I might come back to that in a bit. Mainly because I want to figure out what on earth... So... you'll need a ship... So do I need to talk to the Rat Brigade now. Rat Brigade, hi. No, that's not that. Explore. Enter Carrion's foyer. Perhaps not. Travel around, carry on. So maybe we need to go visit the. Yeah, we need to go visit this presiding deviless. Take the Rat Brigade back to the presiding deviless. You have been cleansed of Sarge's sin. The Rat Brigade looks almost contrite. The presiding deviless smiles at the unhappy expressions of the rats. Much better. She passes over a single piece of paper from the Sarge's file. It smells of incense and jasmine. Hookah, Sanders explained. Sarge did like his luxuries. The writing is minuscule and brief. The vault is at the central office of Hallridge's bank. The account was opened in London in the year before the blockade of New Winchester. The deviless is already opening a new file. You've been dismissed. So you need to talk to the Rat Brigade aboard our engine, which you will do so now. Officers, Rat Brigade. Discover what the brigade are up to. They know the location of Sarge's vault. They don't seem to want to leave your locomotive. They need the numbers to the account. Where do they think they'll find them? The air is thick with the scent of jasmine. The rats have acquired a hookah, a pipe, and are reminiscing over their lost Sarge. Albrecht twitches his immaculate whiskers. We need to find Vilma, our strategist, but it will be awkward. She was Cinder's paramour. There's a snort from somewhere in the nest. Albrecht continues. We lost touch with the others, but Vilma will know where they are. And when we open the vault, you will have a share, of course. The last I heard, Vilma was residing at Pergerance as a pet. Albrecht's expression speaks volumes. Do we know where Pergerance is? Ask Petronella, discontinues Sarge's tale. The past and buried. Petronella takes up the thread, frowning over her glasses. So we had a new loss. The lieutenant now. He wanted to be the admission of command, but the Tacites and the Stovies didn't trust us, because we was just mercs. Just rats, right? We did eventually get a lucrative contract from the Tacites to sabotage the governor's engine to stop her fleeing New Winchester. Risky. Who else had the know-how to get it done, right? Her question is rhetorical. Her smile is proud. She pauses. More some other time, I think. Okay, so we need to go to Pergerance, but I don't know where that is. I'm assuming it's somewhere in here. How well do you know the pace of penance? You have learned what happens to carry on. The devils will let you to find the devil in the Gaslight Terrace. Right, that's true. Let's go do that as well then. Go to the Gaslight Terrace. Dozens of newcomers walk in that direction. It must be a safe choice. Your companions are a lady in a buttoned cloak and a young male student. They talk among themselves about the seasonable warmth and about how their yellowish glow of the lamps does not show blue silk to best effect. Their words are commonplace, their hands folded and gloved. Their opinions supplied by a respectable gazette. You have almost forgotten them, even while you are still walking together. The path descends by shallow steps to a broad terrace, as crowded as an imperial exhibition. Cure your lightless soul. Approach the spineless curate. You have learned what happens to carry on. The devil less likely to find the devil in the Gaslight Terrace. Gaslight lampposts are scattered irregularly across a flagstone terrace. Between them are stations, each containing a patient receiving a treatment. The supervising devils tend these stations, stopping first here and then there, like bees at flowers. Approach the spineless curate. He sits in stocks, attended on by a devilish orderly. At the nearest station, a curate has been shackled to an ordinary pillory. You meet the spineless curate. His eyes beseech you to visit him. I have seen something. In this light, it is hard not to see things. A devilish orderly jabs the curate with a needle. At the sight of the jab, the curate's skin goes lavender. I'm being treated for not believing in God. I've tried everything. Prayer, fasting, long weekends with a professional saint. None of it worked. My sermons were suffering. My bishop complained. And has it helped? I have dreams of snakes and angels, he says. It hasn't made me a mystic. I don't think the devils are real either. Just men with funny eyes, aren't they? The devilish orderly smiles, with extra teeth. He needs freeing. Pay the curate's price. You need a shift of perspective to get him out of that. And enlightenment. Or pay an alternative currently. I need 5 enlightenments. Right. Leave him to his penance. I need to go get 1 enlightenment and 1 shift of perspective then. Vision, imagination, and the ability to see beyond the nearest convention. That is what the elves will try to evoke here. A rakish gentleman used to drink to excess, but without taking any pleasure in it, to cure these defects of character, he has been restricted to a diet of crocodile jerky. As for your punishment, it isn't worth speaking of. You don't have the stamina to wait it out. What was the percentage chance here? 51% chance. It's a coin flip. Come on. It's 2 coin flips. A glass-eyed nanny is prone to sloth and conversations about needlepoint. As punishment, she's being forced to wear a necklace of rats. A clerk falls asleep at burlesques. Until the penitent recovers from this inclination, he is eating a salad made of nothing but peppercorns. Do you feel anything more interesting now? Asks the supervising devil. Okay, so we've got that. I'm not lightless, so I don't need to cure that, technically. I'm untroubled still. So hang on, let's go back to the Centre of Carrion. Go get the shift of perspective. It is a 46% chance. No. Let's try again. 46% chance. No. No. Untroubled nightmare still. Come on. Really? As your terror rises, bad things will happen. You can reduce your terror by discovering new ports, returning to major ports like London or New Winchester, and through special opportunities at ports you've been to before. Try not to let it reach 100%. This is usually fatal, and if you do survive, you'll still suffer grave harm. Thank you. That's what I wanted in the first place. Thank you. A flourishing night sign letters is an honorific reserved for non-mortal persons. To cure these defects of character, the hero is doing vigorous exercise in a sweaty room. Right, let's go deal with that. Chest behind me, blah blah blah. Gaslight Terrace. Approach the spineless curate. Pay the curate's price. His penance can be paid by someone other than himself. That's better, he says, rolling his sleeve to cover the place where the needle went in. I have a warning for you. Meet me in the Bell Garden. It's harder for them to overhear us there. Don't follow me right away. Wouldn't do for us to see them together. Then he strolls off. Is that all? Is that what he calls gratitude? Have you been duped completely? It remains to be seen whether he'll be in the Bell Garden after all. I'm assuming he is. Let's go to the Bell Garden, shall we? Try to enter the Bell Garden. When you put your foot on the first step, a devil blocks you. Those who enter the Bell Garden must be in a proper state of hygiene, Captain. Wouldn't want to make things worse for the poor sufferers. He washes his hands in the fountain. Stopping you must have been grubby work. You've been turned away for impurity. Go speak to the presiding Deviless. What's wrong with my heart, please? My soul. What is wrong with my soul? Let's go see about my soul. Officer's profile. My soul. I'm fermented, stained, and curdled. Overly willing to please, envious, obsequious. Are these chunks in the soul? Soul appears damaged, scorched, recklessly dangerous, and fatally curious. And I am fermented. Soul appears faintly bubbling in its bottle. It is the pungent odor of indifference to taboo. I've got to go deal with these at some point then. But that'll be at a later time, I believe. I think we've done enough here for now. Besides, I think I'm fairly certain we need more. So I can't remember what we were using there, but getting more stats would be nice. Right, anyway. Yeah, I was gonna go hit Port Pro. We got the hours, right? We also bought our hours. Did we not? Yes, we bought our hours, so we got the hours. We need to go drop them off at Leadbeat and Stainrod Nature Reserve. So we just turn back straight away? No, I want to finish exploring over here. At least coming off of this over there. There's probably stuff to find up there. Get a port report up at I'll get a port report up at Port Prosper. See about getting a new settler as well. I'm going to use settler as well. But yeah, our terror is at 50% now, so kind of need to keep an eye on that. let it get too high. Okay, that's fairly clear, so let's keep an eye on this side. It might be nothing. A grim foreboding. What will become of you? That's 50. Yeah. That's terror hitting 50. Delving deep into my stall at Caradon is not good for my terror. Did I miss something there? There doesn't seem to be a way in there. Maybe I missed it. Anyway, Port Prosper it is. We have apparently swayed the military forces of the Reach. So we'll see how that plays out. Is this the, maybe... that one is, I think. I don't think I need anything, but we'll just double check nonetheless. And he's assaying as well, so it's irrelevant. How are we doing? 53%. It's slightly and slowly ticking up as well. Slowly ticking up. It's like, I need to go back to Winchester anyway, because I want to get I want to get my barrels of hours before I start looking for this nature reserve. There's no point going to the nature reserve without the barrels of hours I require to finish off that thing in its entirety. The hour of the wolf. It is late, and you are alone. The doubts prey on you. Is this the path of heaven you should have taken? You trespass upon precincts of heaven. What price will be exacted of you? What price have you already paid? Drink. Drink and forget what you have seen. The bottle sits on your desk, and its contents are dusky gold. Unlocked when a taste for the bottle is, you are developing a taste for the bottle. Or you try to endure. We'll just develop some alcoholism. I've lost my vision of heaven, my terror is falling. You are developing a taste for the bottle. When you awake, the bottle is empty and your memories are less complete. Someone is knocking at your cabin door. You are needed on the bridge. You take the time to compose yourself, but to the crew not see. You've seen too much. Enduring Dreadnought, HML Winter Sound. Reverse park that in there. Okay, so visit the Windward Company. We can't do that yet. Shops. So that's fine. Bazaar. They want munitions and not selling anything else. Good. Stories. Queen Cross Station. Explore Plot Prosper. We shall write a port report. Take a factory tour. Today the factories of Port Prosper are open to the public. That sounds good. The factories of Port Prosper, East End belch out and smoke. Inside, hours are mined from the mother of mountains are refined. The workers live in tenement blocks adjoining the smokestacks and are rarely seen in the rest of Port Prosper. Today, the owner of the Windward Refinery is now allowing visitors to tour his factory. Loiter, even. Or admire the factory. The chimneys belch out sulphur. The workers sound the hammers in chime with the striking of a bell. Hours come in unrefined and leave refined. You comment on the harmonies of form, how the soaring vaults of the ceilings reflect the aspirations of the workers below, and you declaim how hours spent result in hours saved. The factories are a monument to time well spent. Neither time nor man is wasted here. Your rhapsodies draw the attention from the other visitors. Some will applaud politely. An enthusiastic peal of bells rings over the rooftops. The Albert clock is chiming the hour. You are welcomed by the prosperous West Enders. Sparklers wheel in the sky, lovers race across the span. The scent of butterscotch and candy floss is on the wind. Offer to transport settlers. Encourage others to seek adventure. I have some sky stories to share. A crowd gathers to listen to your tales. Yes, we've done this one. An opportunity. Transport a settler. I simply must move to Titania. From everything I've been given to understand, it's altogether divine. His handshake is firm to the point of rudeness. He leans in close. My time is precious, you understand. I'd appreciate it if you got me there as quick as you can. You shan't go unrewarded for the effort. Wants to be taken to Titania. Where the hell's Titania? Don't know where that is. Not a clue where that is. So I need to go to Lustrum for that. None of that. Titania for that. Hybris like south-southwest of Winchester. No, well, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Magdalen's. Magdalen's, New Winchester. Yeah. Go. Let's just make a move and go, 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 go. I'm not sure where Titania's is. Is Titania's even in the reach? I assume it is. Wow, have you even seen the Failbetter factory before? Is there anything in here? We're gonna go do this. I'm gonna go explore. There's space to. There's stuff to explore up here. Interesting. See, can you sell? What do you sell? You sell fuels and supplies, which means I can just run around here for a bit. Mad Mercy's claim. That was sung. Ooh, we can get some supplies here. The butchering facility is working its way for us. That just saved us, what, 40 gold? 40 pounds, or whatever the currency is here. I think we've reached that. Hang on, can you fly into that or over that? No, we can fly over that, okay. I was like, is that a wall? It's not a wall, I can go over it. Okay. If I can go over it, I can go over it. Let's keep going, see what we can find. I don't have a drill. Sadly, I do not have a drill. I would love to get a drill. I just shaved that. I was like, am I gonna be able to pass that without issue? And apparently the answer to that question is yes. Yes, I am. The growing unease, patience and roads, tempers fray. Nothing to report. Okay. Well, we're almost at Magdalen's now, so we're gonna maybe start turning south, and hopefully we can make our way down there without too much problem. Start heading this way. Hopefully we can get through from here to Magdalen's without too much effort. It looks like there's a way down here. Looks like there's a way down here, so I might as well see what we can explore down this way. Well, that's pretty good. You get to avoid the Brayley Rock. Yes, 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 mining. Okay, hello. Hello. If you want to leave me alone, I'll leave you alone as well. There's more of them there. There's one over there as well, I think. One was just over there. The cantankerei are quite cantankerous. A bull cantankerei. Are you chasing me now? Because that's rude. Go away, buddy. There's nothing for you here. You're gonna fight me, you'll fight me. But frankly, I don't think it's worth it. I could probably get my terror down here. Disperse the rubble lowers my terror. Look for an uncanny specimen. 72% chance of success. Nope, we failed. I got some sovereigns though. Alright. Go to Magdalen's, see if you can lure my terror a little bit as well. See if you can get some terror lowering as well. Keepsake market, treat my nightmares. The Solace Chambers, treat my terror. Require a treatment for guilt. Require a treatment for a personal failing. I have 2 uncanny specimens. Require treatment for ennui. Require treatment for loneliness. We shall require a treatment. Oh, this will provide a unique encounter and lower your terror. Let's do them one at a time then. I've got 5 Stalin Stewed Gossips. I did say all treatments will lower your terror equally as well. The attendant nods solemnly. Congratulations, you are the last entry in the journal. He makes a note in a rather large, in a red, large red leather. I put red leather together and made rather and put it in the head of it. Large red leather-bound book. Today's journal, at any rate. The attendant holds up a candle before 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not ours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. Someone from my past. A very boring individual indeed. Their tedium was sublimely crafted. Someone who once meant a very great deal. They are not with you now. And a former crewman, they were lost in your service. Oh. I wish I could look at my facets now. There's the long lost love, but I've not gotten over it, but it's a dull ache. I have lost crewmen, but I don't particularly feel anything bad about it. I've got huge chips on my shoulder from my past, so someone from my past. Your old captain has her boots on the desk. Oh wow, it's not even my choice. She's playing with her pistol when you enter. I suppose I ought to congratulate you for finally equaling me in rank. Though I must say, the train's a bit easier to manage than a ship. She laughs. It's been years since I went through so much near as a dinghy. Come here. She opens her arms to embrace you as you brace yourself for impact. Hey, that was nice. We got to meet up with Captain What's-Her-Face. Captain What's-Her-Face! Yes, I remember Captain Whitlock. There you go. Treat your nightmare as the keepsake market. An illicit stall has been set up near the port, where the doctors and nurses of Magdalene sell off their property of the captains. Purchase an old journal. Recruit crew from the markets. While away the time with other captains. I've got 50... Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. My terror's fallen loads. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. Go to the shops, please. Anything to buy here? I'll buy one of these each. Bazaar. You're selling jumbles of souls, which we will pick up. Might as well. They're cheap. Stories. House of Small Comfort. Magdalene's House of Small Comfort. Right to port report. I haven't really seen Lustrum yet, so... But we are on our way back. I guess... Next time we'll hit the New Winchester, and then we'll probably call it there. The next time we're definitely going to be heading towards Leadbeat. We need to find Titania. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. You find Titania, which I'm not sure where that is. Oh god. What? Ah! Okay, cool off, cool off, cool off, cool off, cool off! Yes, sneaky, sneaky so-and-so. Go on. Hit you as well. Nice. Okay, let's grab this then. Let's explore the captain's cabin. We got some Stalin Stewed Gossip. Not really what I wanted, to be honest. I mean, I've got several ways of getting that quite easily by siding with the stovepipes. Look for an uncanny specimen. It is, of course, a 72% chance. Partial success. We got some gold. Let's head back that way. And it seems to be we do seem to have a easier time coming this way. I definitely felt like that we were being pushed. I couldn't really tell. I definitely felt we were being pushed by the winds. Right. Let's just keep going. Bull cantankerite. That might be a bit of a... Come on. Fine. Oh. Have you stopped? Come on. Really? I missed you? Really? You know what? I'm just not going to, I'm gonna chase a bull cantankerite around for ages. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're gonna be heading back, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be heading back, we're gonna get paid. Get it back, repair up. Do I want to change locomotives? Part of me wants to, just because I have never played a Sunless game long enough to change vehicles. To be fair, no, I've never played Sunless Skies long enough to be able to change vehicles. I always died or something before that, so it might be interesting just to carry on and actually just upgrade a vehicle, but my vehicle of choice to upgrade to would be the massive, like, 20,000 gold, like, liner. Because that one's just like this, but better. It's this, but with an extra, like, with a heavy weapon and an extra auxiliary slot. Oh, okay, I can't sneak through that, can I? I don't think I can go through that gap. I don't think I can go through that gap. Try to dodge a bit of a moment there. Okay, don't want to ram that anything. Dock. Company house. Hello. Recent news: the spies in Traitors Wood. A town crier is making sounds at the station. A town crier is making the rounds at the station. Windward spies are suspected to be operating out of Traitors Wood. Find a place for them. Didn't we do this? That seems familiar. Okay, I've got that. Is that in my journal now? No. Deliver my port reports to the prudent secretary. Another 300 for me. Okay, 3 fortunes Tacities. The Tacities are now desperate. Oh dear. We may be at war. I might be out. They may be angry with that. Invitation to Perjurance. Right, I need to go to Perjurance anyway, so for exceptional service, the Windward Company offers an invitation to the Eternal Mask at Perjurance. Albion's brightest youths dwell within a single day. The prudent secretary smiles. A party? Yes, what fun. They hand over an invitation and inform you that if you wish to make use of it, you'll need to get to Albion. Okay, so Perjurance is in Albion. Noted. Okay, but I have an invitation to Perjurance now. Ministries of Permits. I need some of these as well, don't I? I believe I need 2 of these. I think I need 2 Ministry Stamp Permits. So I can do that. We'll grab 2 Ministry Stamp Permits. I can't affect the balance of power in the reach, but I don't need to. I think I already have done that. But I think those permits. I need 2 permits to get the actual travel permit. And the invitation to Perjurance because we want to go there. And now back to New Winchester. Back home again. Home again, jiggity jog. New Winchester reels from recent events. The more free-spirited citizens are keeping a low profile, while Company House, head office for the Windward Company, bristles with London flags. The Colonial Assembly, the closest thing the Tacities have to leadership, has fled the port. Learn more. You piece together gossip from tea rooms and pubs. The Tacities are struggling. The Windward Company whose dreadnoughts on loan from London prowl the Reach, have them outgunned. At Victory Hall, the injured veteran regretfully argued that New Winchester no longer a safe location for the Independent's nascent government. The Assembly voted in her favour, and its members evacuated the port in a chaotic exodus. If you have business with them, you'll need to travel to the new headquarters at Lustrum. Good, I need to go there. This change in balance of power will affect encounters, discoveries, bargains, and prospects in the Reach. For example, the Tacitus retreat means fewer independent miners to compete with, and so more hour-laden skyrocks for you to claim. Whew. Recruit the Fortunate Navigator. You know what? We'll get the Fortunate Navigator along, because we might as well have... Now that I know I can have as many people as I want and just have to keep... I've got a Quartermaster, though. Repair locomotive. Let us go for a full repair. There you go. 24 sovereigns. Shops, bank. I'm going to drop off all of these. All of these. So, Victoria's Market is fine. I want to pick a couple of these up. Now, if I wanted to go into the engine yard, I can't actually buy anything at the moment, but again, what this does is, it actually lowers my crew by 5, lowers my engine efficiency. Like, I want to change possibly for the Pelennor class trader, that's several thousand away. The Bedivere class escort, the Moloch class liner is what I really want, because it's basically mine but better. More engine, more hull, more crew, more auxiliaries, more cabins. Okay, I lose my basic gun, but I get a heavy weapon to go with it, you know? A bazaar, no prospects available. Anything to do here? Backbox, locomotive, crew, ambition, wealth. No, I think we're good. Not only are we good, we've also got to pick up from the bank, before I forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because now we need to head over to Leadbeat and Steel Rod Nature Reserve. That's what we're going to be next. Okay, we'll hold the phone. If you need to go to Traitor's Wood to flush out a spy, that's down there, isn't it? Traitor's Wood isn't like up here. Traitor's Wood is down here. And there's the bees over there. Trying to decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's Traitor's Wood. That's not Traitor's Wood. This is Traitor's Wood. This is a lie. This should be further down. Anyway. Yeah, next time. Next time I'm going to go to Leadbeat and Steinrod's Nature Reserve, because I'm carrying 5 crates of ours that need to get dropped off somewhere. We don't know. So you sell Gerd Nectar. You sell ours. You sell souls. You sell bronzewood. Is anyone selling literature? Because Palmyra and Plenty Circus requires 5 literature, of which I have none. And Port Prosper requires 2 more munitions. It requires 3, I've got 1. But yes, next time, west-northwest, so northwest, west over this area here. So we'll probably be heading this way out and find it over here. But that'll be next week, folks. See you then. Bye.